Hey, 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 hey. I think we're live. Hey everybody, how are you doing? It's Wendy at C321 Venteeks today with What's Up Wednesday with Wendy. So glad you're here today. You may be catching it on the replay or you may be watching it live. Either way, drop a comment down below and let me know which way you're watching it. Are you on YouTube? Are you on Facebook? And are you watching it live or are you watching the replay? Let me know who you are, what you're doing, and where you're watching from. So, welcome to What's Up Wednesday with me. We have got a really fun lineup today, and I can't wait to share it with you. I have been asked by Farmhouse Paint to demo a brand new line that they're about to launch, and I get to be one of the people that get to go live tomorrow at 12:30 on Farmhouse Paint's Facebook page. So if y'all catch that, please do. I think I'm also going to try to stream it to YouTube tomorrow as well, but I'm really excited. I'm going to tell y'all about that in a minute, but thank you for joining me. My name is Wendy. I am the owner of Cottage 321, which it used to be one store called Cottage 321 Boutique, but now we have two. So we still have a boutique, but it's moved to downtown Granite Falls, North Carolina. And it is all things fashion and wonderful and beautiful. It's shoes and clothes and purses and jewelry and lots of little fun gift ideas and stuff like that. It's beautiful. Brand new store. We opened it in May. And then our old store that I'm in right now, I'm in my little studio space. This is now C321 Venteek. So our old store is in Hudson, North Carolina. It's 5 minutes from the new store. It's very close. But we have turned this into a vendor venue as well as our own things to showcase more things like furniture, painted furniture, our farmhouse paint, our IOD items, all that kind of DIY stuff. And we have other vendors here too. So we have a few antiques mixed in with some retro items, furniture, home decor, handmade signs, anything and everything you can think of, mid-century modern to really, really old to brand new. So we mix it all together and it's fabulous. I wanted a place that I like to shop and I mix all kinds of different things together. I like primitive, but I also like modern, and somehow it just works. I have all of that in my house, and it just works. So the Venteeks kind of is like everything I love. We do have a few little T-shirts and things like that too, but for the most part, Venteeks is more for your home and garden and outdoors, and then the boutique is for looking cute and pretty. And this is actually show y'all my T-shirt. This is a Cottage 321 boutique, and all my girls have one of these when we were doing the boutique. Isn't it cute? So anyway, if you're watching, please say hello. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Everything's cool and going well with the live. So we're going to start first, I think, with Farmhouse Paint, and I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about it. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk more in depth about it, but I need to do a demo board that is going to be for a scratch test for tomorrow during that live. So I need it to be 24 hours apart. So we are going to paint a piece of furniture with this brand new product from Farmhouse Paint. And you're going to say, oh my gosh, what's going on? I already love Farmhouse Paint the way it is. Well, boom. Oh, looks like we're having some issues. Oh, give me just a second. I'm going to go grab my internet thingy and try to get this where it's not lagging. It looks like it's lagging. Give me just a second. Actually, let me close some things on my computer, and that will probably help a lot. I forgot to do that. Oh, look at there. That helped a lot. I'm still going to get something. Y'all don't go away. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab my little internet guy here. To extend the Wi-Fi back here a little bit better so that we have a better connection. I think it's going to help just that I closed down a bunch of stuff in my browser. I think that's got, let's give it a second here to get caught up. I apologize. So sorry about that. Usually the sound's okay, but it's booting up. Let's take a cup of water real quick. I'm so sorry. So tomorrow at 12:30, y'all, I'm going to go live on Farmhouse Paint's Facebook page. And I'm so excited about it. And I feel very honored that they asked me to do this. They have a new product, a new paint line. Farmhouse Paint, we still have it and it's still fabulous, but there is a new Farmhouse Paint called Evolution. And they sent me a sample of the color Beyond Blue, and I haven't even opened it. Me and you are opening it together today. We'll see what it looks like. But can y'all see all these features that's listed on here? So everything you need. One paint, it dries in 1 hour, and it is cured in 1 day. Okay, so I haven't tried this yet, so we are trying it together. So they are saying that within 24 hours that you're good to go. Regular Farmhouse Paint takes at least 2 weeks to fully cure. I never wait that long because I'm very impatient, and I've had good results with Farmhouse Paint. I've not really had any problems with it scratching off. But this one is claiming to be ultra hard in 1 day. And so there's lots of projects. I think with this one, it says it dries in less than 1 hour or two. And I think with this paint, I can see, I have painted kitchen cabinets with Farmhouse Paint, but there's always that behind, you know, kind of behind me saying, maybe you should put a sealer on it. But they are claiming that this guy is perfect if you're not wanting a roughed up and layered look and you want it more clean and satiny finish. This one you don't have to sand after you're done. Farmhouse Paint, we usually sand it just a little bit and it makes it look waxed. This you do not. That's the claim. So let's see what it says. It says it has a satin finish. You can use on furniture, cabinets, floors, doors, metal, and more. No priming or top coat needed. Exceptional coverage, superior adhesion. It's interior and exterior with UV resistant. Oh my goodness. So this would be great for painting your doors. I can see on my front door, this would be great for that. It's hard, it's durable, it has a smooth finish, it's chip and scratch resistant, and tack free within minutes, easy to clean and maintain, it's water based and water cleanup. All right, y'all. Evolution we're going to see today. So we're going to paint out a sample board today, and then tomorrow at 12:30 I'm going live on Farmhouse Paint's page, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit more in depth, and we're going to paint another board. And the board that we paint today, I'm going to do a scratch test on it and see if it really does not scratch. So we are going to open this up together. Let me see if I can find my, y'all remember those cute little things I told y'all how to open them? So there is a better way to open this, but I haven't figured it out yet. So I just like put my little, and they go flying. Oh, that one didn't, but it came off pretty good. I just kind of pry it off with my, what is this called? Screwdriver. Sometimes, y'all, my words, they get tied up. If you're watching, please drop a little comment or something down there. Let me know that you're watching. And Tammy, can you drop a comment? Let me know if you can hear me okay and everything's good on Facebook. I appreciate it. Let's shake it up just a little bit. This should be brand spanking new. I'm so excited. So I've got this. I went to the Habitat store in Lenore last week, and they had a bunch of cabinet doors and drawer fronts that somebody is remodeling their kitchen. And I think this is perfect, since I think this would be great for your kitchen cabinets. And we are going to use this. and we're going to paint a little sample on here. I think I might, if we have time at the end, I might paint the big one. I'm just going to do one of the drawer fronts for now. Here is a drawer front. That's the back. There's the front. We're going to paint this with the new paint. I had the girls clean it up for me, and we're going to test this out. Let me see if this other one's a little bit better, smoother. No, I'm going to use this one. So I'm going to point you guys down. Hey, that's Tammy, I think. That's doing it as Ventiques. Thank you. So you can hear me good? All right, so I'm going to point my camera down so y'all can see me open this paint and see its yumminess. So give me just a second here. We're going to point it straight down. Move some of my stuff out of the way. And here we go. Let's open this beautiful thing up and see what it looks like. So this is Evolution from Farmhouse Paint. And I'm so excited about it, you guys. Tomorrow, y'all have to join me. Thank you, Tammy. She says it sounds good. Oh, look how beautiful. It's pretty. Let me get the glare off of it. It's a beautiful gray blue. I love this color. It's beautiful. And this is something I would definitely paint kitchen cabinets in. It's so pretty. This color is called Beyond Blue. It is beautiful. I don't want to contaminate this, so I think I am going to pour it in another container if I can find one. I'll just use I should have a bigger bowl, but I didn't bring one. I'm going to pour it in this so I don't contaminate that, because this will paint a lot and I don't want to waste it. So it's probably more than I need. Y'all love my way that I do this. Don't want to waste it. I'm going to put the lid back on there. Oh, that color is beautiful. So pretty. I love it. Let me tap it. Wipe my hand off real quick. Again, this is Evolution Paint, brand new from Farmhouse Paint. So excited about this, y'all. And we are going to use a Farmhouse Paint brush that has been used many times. I probably should have got a brand new one so it'd be a little bit smoother, but this is what we got. I'll make sure we're clean. So this is a drawer front. That's why you see two little holes here, because it had some cabinet pulls on it at some time or another. And I think we're just going to paint this is the back side. So here we go. Look how pretty that color is. That is gorgeous. So I'm just going to go for it. Oh yeah. So you can use a brush. You can use a roller. You can also use a sprayer for this paint. We're using a brush just because a sprayer takes up a lot of room. I can already tell, like, I don't even know if this will need 2 coats. This looks like it's a 1 coat kind of thing. Do they tote that? 1 paint, 1 hour, 1 day. I think this is going to be like a 1 coat kind of thing. We'll see when it dries. And the cool thing is it's going to be dry in an hour. So if it does need a 2nd coat. So I'm just trying to make some smooth. I should have used a brand new brush because this one's got some old paint that I didn't get cleaned out, and that's why you're seeing a little bit of streaking, but it's because I don't have it. Oh my goodness. That's very good coverage. Very, very good coverage. First time I've used this, guys. First time. That's beautiful. Let's do our little edges here. I'm going to turn it over. Get my sides. Oh my goodness, that color is so pretty. Go the opposite way. I'm really loving this color. So another thing, the color palette. Right now, I don't think they have as many colors, but it's very neutrals. It's very neutral. So this is more of a modern feel and take on the paint line. I'm going to smooth that edge out. Now let me get this end over here. Wow. This looks great. I'm going to slide this one down so I can cover that edge. Hey, Nancy, what are you painting? Okay, Nancy, you're just getting here a little bit late. So we are testing out a new line from Farmhouse Paint called Evolution. Look, I almost spilt that. So this is a sample board. This is actually a drawer front from some kitchen cabinets. I picked these up at the Habitat store in Lenore. I'm actually probably going to turn this stuff into signs and decor items, but we are using it as a test board today for this paint. So I'm just going to go one more time, smooth this out. And that's it. That was fast, right? I poured out way too much paint. But look, y'all, it's really fast. This paint, this is color. Isn't that color beautiful? It's called Beyond Blue. It's a gorgeous gray blue. I absolutely love it. This line is going to be more of your neutrals, more of a modern palette. And it's beautiful, y'all. It's so pretty. It's supposed to dry in 1 hour and be totally cured in 1 day within 24 hours. So this is our sample board. Tomorrow I am going to go live on Farmhouse Paint's on their Facebook page, and we're going to be doing a live painting there. And this one is going to be my test. It'll be 24 hours dry, and I'm going to do a little scratch test to see if it actually does not scratch. So that's what this is. I'm going to lift this back up so y'all can see me for a minute. Hey, nothing like getting close and personal, right? So that's our sample board, Beyond Blue and Evolution. Y'all are the first ones to actually get to see this new paint from Farmhouse Paint. I hope y'all feel special, but that is beautiful. I'm going to lay this over here to the side to dry. I'm going to check it in an hour and see if it needs one more coat. It really, y'all, looks like one coat's going to do it. That's crazy. So I'm going to set this over here to the side and let that dry. It should be almost dry by the end of this live today. We usually only do an hour. Hey, let me raise it up a little bit more. I'm going to hit this edge of this guy one more time here. I see a couple spots I missed now that I moved it. And wow, I'm super impressed with that. I need to wrap this brush up so it doesn't dry out. Hey, Tammy, if you're watching, can you go to the kitchen and to the far back wall? I've got some sandwich bags. Bring me a sandwich bag to put this in and coming through the back door. All right, I'm going to close up my paint real quick. Actually, I want to pour this paint back in here because I don't want to waste all that. Should have put that in a bowl because guess what? I just contaminated that paint, but it'll be okay. This is a beautiful color. I love it, y'all. I'm so glad they sent me that. I think April Cox, if you get to watch this, this is very close to the Aqua Province, and you probably are going to love this. So we're going to keep the Farmhouse Paint line, and this is just going to be an additional. I haven't gotten all the colors yet. This is the launch of it. If you guys want to go follow Farmhouse Paint's Facebook page, they're going to have lots of people coming through. Thank you. Here's Tammy. Thanks. We got a lot. I think they've got about 10 or more other retailers or ambassadors for Farmhouse Paint that are going to be doing the same thing I'm doing, but they're showcasing all the different colors. I'm doing Beyond Blue, and everybody else is going to do a different color. So if y'all want to check that out, and tomorrow at 12:30, which would be November the 3rd at 12:30 Eastern time, I will be going live on Farmhouse Paint and doing a demo as well. So y'all please join me and help spread the word. Close this up. And I think I might, hey Tammy, if you watch, come back and I want you to clean up I already messed up my paint jar for tomorrow. I already paint on it. But look at that color. That is so pretty. I love that. So that's Beyond Blue. Okay, now, here we go. It is a gorgeous. My next hatch does it dry chalky. If Yes, so it dries chalky. You've got the original farmhouse paint, but all you have to do is use that. Remember that little sponge that I gave you? It's a 220 grit sand, and you just lightly sand. It's almost like a polishing. It's a sand polish. See if you can clean that up a little bit for me, because I messed it up. Okay. Try not to mess up the label, because I got to do that tomorrow. Gotcha. Okay. Y'all love my loud squeaky door, right? But you lightly sand your whole piece. Once you've got your coverage that you like, you can lightly sand the whole piece with that 220 grit little sanding sponge. Wipe it clean with a damp rag, and it feels like butter. It'll feel like you've waxed it, and it's beautiful. It will be chalky if you don't do that little final sand. And you don't have to do the final sand, but I personally always do that sand. It just finishes it. When it's chalky, I feel like dust sticks to it, and I feel like it attracts dust. So once you do that little sanding, it's really smooth and feels very, very buttery smooth. I love it. Okay. All right, let's get on with it here. Drink a little bit more water. So I've been busy. I've been really busy, and I got my dad busy. My dad's name is Billy, and he used to be a master carpenter. He now lives across the street from me, and so I've been giving him little jobs to do. He gets bored real easy, and I've given him some jobs. And one of them is to make me some reindeer. And he's still building the babies, but he built me this. This is the daddy. And I'm gonna show you, we're gonna stain one of these, and then I'm gonna show you one stained, and then we're gonna dry brush some white on it, and we're gonna doll it up and make it look cute. But my dad made these. I'm not even sure how much I'm gonna charge yet, but so cute, right? And he's also making me a little baby one that's going to be about this size down without antlers on it. It'll be a little fawn, and I think it's so cute. And we are going to stain these and paint them out and make them look really cute. And then the other thing I did is, one of the things I love when I go to Habitat or any of these like thrifting stores stuff, or if you see a chair that has great spindles and maybe it's falling apart, you can take that chair apart and use the spindles and all its pieces parts. So I had bought some spindles a while back. I need to set this somewhere too. I don't have enough room for everything. So I had bought some spindles, and if you can imagine, I'm going to piece it back together. It was a really long, about 5 or 6 feet long spindles, and I cut them apart. And then I have gone through and I've stained some. And we are going to then do a multi-layered little finish on it and make it look like really old kind of, what do you call that? Architectural kind of look and feel. And we're going to turn these into ornaments. So we're going to be painting some of those out and doing some fun stuff with it. I got these little hooks that I am going to screw in the top, and we'll put some ribbon on them. And it's going to be super, super cute. Tammy, again, if you remember that ribbon you brought, can you bring some of that back to me? I forgot to bring the ribbon back. Thank goodness for Tammy, right? Oh, my throat's about to go crazy too. Okay. The other thing I think we might start with it first is I want to show you some IOD mold stuff. I need to throw this away so that I don't step in it or put my hand in it. I'm going to toss that real quick. Okay, so let me show you. We'll do that first. So I'm afraid we'll run out of time, but I did a little bit right before the live. I got the right stuff this time. Scissors. I think I do have it. Yeah, I got scissors, right? Thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome. She got me some cute ribbon. Thank you. I'm never quite prepared all the way, but so this time I got the right casting stuff, y'all. And this is the Blitz IOD mold. And the stuff that I use this time is called Amazing Casting Resin. I got it through Amazon. I'm going to try to see if I can find out if I can get it wholesale, because this stuff is amazing. And we're going to do it together so you know how to do it. But this turns white and cures within 10 minutes. I did this probably longer than 10 minutes ago. I'm going to point the phone down so y'all can kind of see what I'm doing. Let me point it down real quick. That might be too close. Let's see. I'll try to. We good? Sit back just a little bit. Okay. This is the first time I did this. Look, I've already got trash on it. It's the first time I've done this, and I overflowed, and I'm hoping I can just cut that off. But these are supposed to just pop out. Look at that. And yeah, I think I can just pop that extra little stuff off. So IOD has this micro rim around the edge, and so it really helps for this stuff to pop off really easy. And this resin, look how cute. Oh my goodness, that is adorable. It's a little bit, it's still rigid, but it's a little bit softer, and I like it a little bit better than the hard stuff that I used last week. I think I showed that to y'all. It was more like a silicone. This is resin. And I really want to make some ornaments. Now, I could glue this on some things. Like I could glue this on something. You can paint them. You can do all kinds of stuff. But I think we're going to drill little holes and make ornaments. I should have put something in there so that it already had a hole, but I didn't do that. But look at that. Let's pop the rest of these out. So this is the Amazing Cast. And I'm just going to pop this stuff off. And it cures really fast. Pop that off. Just should pop right off. Yep. And I probably can trim that up just a little bit to make it even more clean. I over poured. This was my first time I've ever done this. So I probably can make that a little bit cleaner. Cute, right? Leave that there. Let's pop this big one out. I did this one a little bit better. But look, it's got like texture and stuff to it too. So we can paint these. So cute. Love it. This one is called Baubles. This is the Bauble IOD. And I still have a few on our website at cottage321.com. If you go under Ventiques and look under IOD, you will see all of our IOD stuff. And then this is Blitz. And I'm super excited about these. Are snowflakes. And I did a really bad job on this one, like not pouring it. This was my very first one. So I think I can probably, I might want to take a little razor knife and go and pop this stuff out. I did a really bad job on that one, but I think I can take my razor knife and go through and clean that up. It's a little more intricate, so it's harder to do, but I can take a razor knife and that will clean it up pretty. This one did really good. Let's pop the big one out. Oh my goodness, so cute. Look at that. That turned out amazing. Are we dragging a little bit again? So this is the Blitz. It's snowflakes. And then these are supposed to be like, I could make a second one and we can glue them together. And I might do that. I think I might do that. We'll pour another set of these, and I'm going to try to glue these together and loop my stuff within it. And anyway, look at that. That's amazing. Got a little black speck in there. But let's pop the rest of these out. Somebody must be hanging something in the other room. I hear a hammer. Look how cute. That is so stinking cute. So much detail. Again, I might have to use my razor knife on this so I don't break it. Yeah, we'll have to use my razor knife. I over poured. So now I know not to do that. But this stuff sets up so quick. You do have to pour it pretty quick. Look how cute. Love it, love it. So cute, y'all. What do y'all think? So this is Blitz. You can also use their air dry clay. I just felt like this stuff is more rubbery, so I just felt like it'll be better as ornaments. It won't break. And so that's why I wanted to use this resin. I think I'm going to do it on I'll do the resin on the snowflakes for sure. Like even these, I just, look how cute that is. It's amazing. I love it. Love it, love it. Again, I didn't do a good job, so I will clean those up later. But look at how that looks. Let me pop some of this off. I want to clean this off so that we don't get any bits and pieces in our pour. I'm going to try to add the stream and so y'all can see me, and it's my laptop and it's not as good. Let's see if it'll bring up the right thing big. There we go. Yeah. So let me turn this over so y'all can see. I've got to clean some of these up, but look how cute. Look how stinking cute. Love it. So you could glue these onto whatever, but I really want to make ornaments. I am low on ornaments this year. I was like, I'm going to make all my ornaments. And then like, I don't have time to make all my ornaments, but we're going to try really hard. We're doing some right now, so that's cool. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to move all of these to the side here, and I'm going to show you how to mix this stuff up. I really would like for that to be bigger. Let's see what's going on here. Go back to here, maybe. Why am I doing it? All right, let me take that back out. We'll go back to solo just down here for a second. All right, so we are going to do the resin. I need to get all this stuff out of here, make sure it's good and clean. I want all of it out. Because I want it to be clean and get a good image. Might have to take a brush and clean it out real good. All right, we're clean. We're clean. Okay, let me put that away. Okay, so we're going to try the Amazing Cast. This is the box. I ordered this off of Amazon. I think the price is on here. It was 20 or 25 bucks. It's gone up just a little bit, but it is amazing and you're going to get a lot out of it. So what you do with this stuff is you have two bottles. You have a side A and a side B, and you pour equal parts into another cup and mix it for about 30 seconds, and then you very quickly pour it into your molds. So I have got a little cup right here, and we've got, you can tell that I used these earlier. They usually don't set up because it takes the both of them to get set up, but look, I must have poured some in the wrong thing. This one still has some in it. I'm going to leave that. This one's side A, this one's side B. So I'm going to pour all the way. I think we're going to do two cups. And I think that will do the whole tray, this whole blitz. And then I wanted to show y'all, where did I put it? IOD also has air dry clay, which I absolutely love, y'all. And we may do a couple of those so you can see how that works as well. But for now, let's do this. So this is side A. I'm going to pour 2 cups of this. I'm eyeballing it. It's pretty much up to the top. I'm going to do one more. Where is my little popsicle stick? Grab it. I used this one earlier. And then I'm going to try to get all of that out. All right. set that aside. Now let's put A away, and we're going to do 2 of the small cups of the B. And we want to fill it up as much, so it's supposed to be equal parts. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. There is little measuring things on this, but I can't see that. So I think it's best for me to just fill it up and go for it. All right, so we got equal parts, A and B, and you're supposed to stir this, and it'll kind of turn clear once it's all in. They said about 30 seconds. It starts setting up pretty quick. So once we get this stirred up good, we're going to start pouring it into our mold. I'm going to fill out the Blitz. This is the Blitz. We're going to fill that one out first. Nancy, did you give me like a heart? like it on Venteeks and share it would really be great. Okay, I think that's probably good. I'm going to set that aside. All right, so now we're going to start pouring this into the molds. I want to make sure it's clean. I'm just going to go from the top down, and we kind of got to go quick. I want to get a better pour this time. I want enough to, like, I kind of use my popsicle stick to push it into the grooves a little bit. I want it to get in there without going over that rim. There it goes. See it kind of going in, but it also got to be quick, a little bit quick. Okay, I think that one's done. All right, let's do this one. And the cup is warm, so this stuff gets hot as it mixes together. Again, this is called Amazing Cast. I overpoured. I think my table must be leaning that way a little bit, so everything's wanting to run that way. Went a little bit over on that one. I'm trying to get it into all the grooves. Give it a chance to kind of set up. Get down in that groove. If you've done this before, you're probably cringing. This is really like my first time doing this stuff. I overpoured. See, it's starting to set up already. It's starting to really set up quick. I need to hurry up. It's setting up in my cup. Better go. I guess you should do small batches. Yep, my top's already set up. Look at that. It's already set up. So y'all get to see my mistakes too. Look at that. It's already set up. So we're going to pour another batch of just the 1 cup of each and try to finish this out, or at least we'll get the big one at least. So let's do, this is B. Did y'all see that? That was really fast. That stuff set up quick. So I was taking too long. So maybe just do one at a time. Here's A. So I didn't even get that filled all the way out. So that's going to be, you know how like they say that snowflakes, that there's never, like, they're never the same. They're unique. Every one of them's unique. Well, that one's very unique. Ooh, that's hot. Stuff gets hot. Guess there's a chemical reaction going on. All right. Stir it again. We're going to try to do this a lot faster. Thank you, Nancy. All right, let's hurry up and get this one in. Let me put my lid on real quick so it doesn't set up on me too quick. Nothing like live, right? Oop, I went way over. right, I think we had just enough. I went way over. All right, so we're going to just set this aside and let it keep setting up. Pretty much that's it. I don't think there's enough in there to do another one. I hate to waste this stuff. Let's see if I can pour it in the spots that's missing and it still set up. That would be nice, wouldn't it? This is a test. Let's see if it works. All right, I'm going to set that aside. My hands, like, y'all, look at that. Oh, that stuff is super hot too. It set up on me. I was too slow, so maybe just do 1 cup at a time, do small pours. Oh, I got some of that paint on my thingy. Okay, we're going to set that aside, let it dry. Y'all want to see how the air dry clay works? I think that would be fun. We can do those in here, and I could put those on a box or something. Oh, no. Okay, that was great. Did you see that just run? Hopefully I can get that all fixed, but I need to move that so I can work. I need something flat underneath it that is rigid. Okay, let me set this over here out of the way. Actually, I'm just going to put it on the floor so that it dries. And hope I didn't completely screw that up. Nothing like being live. It's awesome. Okay. Let's do some air dry clay. So, my hands are super sticky. Probably should have worn gloves with that, but I am really bad not to do that. Wow, we might not get to paint those. I'm going to do 1 of these real quick for you. So this is the air dry clay. It takes a little while for it to dry, but it's IOD air dry clay, holds fine detail for casting our molds. Expect a small amount of shrinkage and crackage when they dry, and use it for your vintage advantage. Keep sealed while not in use. Store in a cool area. So we'll do a little bit of this, and set it aside to dry as well. So with the air dry clay, I really need to put some cornstarch in there so that it doesn't stick. But I bet it's not back here. Let me look real quick. I don't see it. Give me just a second here. Let me see if I stuck it back here in one of these drawers. Don't see it. So anyway, you need cornstarch. It'll help it keep from sticking, but we're just going to go for it and hope that it doesn't stick. Maybe it has, like, from this casting stuff, it'll have a little bit of a little film on it. So I'm just going to take a chunk, take some of this off. I don't want that to get dirty. I'm going to roll it, get it a little bit pliable. I don't want to do it like that. Okay. I just dropped it in the floor. Okay. I like to make a worm. And so I'm just going to kind of lay it in my mold. And I'm going to start pressing down and pushing it towards that rim. And that rim helps it to break off. I can already tell I don't have enough clay. And you just break it off into that little micro rim, helps it pop off. All right, so I need a little bit more. It takes a little while for this to dry, but if you want like a curved surface to glue it on, you can pop it out as soon as you got it in like this, and it will mold and shape to whatever You can glue it just using regular old glue. Wood glue is what I like to use. Smoothing this out a little bit. Let me get my brayer. And I'm going to pop that out for you here. Kind of just turn it over. Very gently kind of. The cornstarch would have been better, but yeah, it worked. So there it is with the IOD. See how it's very pliable, but when it dries, it's going to be hard. However, if it's flat or whatever, it's going to be either molded to it or whatever. So I'm going to put this down on my board down here to dry. And I've heard that if you paint this while it's wet, you have to be careful because you can lose your details if you press too hard with your brush. But it will have less shrinkage and cracking if you do that. It kind of seals it. So I'm going to set that aside over here. Okay, let's put the molds out of the way. I'm going to try to wrap this up too so that it doesn't dry out. I will probably put this in another big sandwich bag, and sometimes I'll put it in the refrigerator just so it stays. You want this stuff not to dry out. Once it's dried out, it's done. Okay, let's paint some of our spindles real quick. Trying to clean that off a little bit. Let me try to add that back. Hey. So let's try to do some of our spindles. I'm going to show them to you real quick. So I took some old spindles that I bought at the, I think the Habitat store. Sometimes they have bits and pieces of architectural stuff. And I just cut them all to pieces and cut them in different little sections. So what I want them to do is I used, for sake of time, because we're about out of time, I used Farmhouse Paint Spice Chestnut, the amazing wood stain. And I'm not going to do it because we don't have enough time, but basically this actually is the Spice Chestnut. That's what it looks like. That's what I did. I don't think we're going to have time to do my reindeer, but I will show pictures of that done for you guys, and hopefully with the baby. This is Spice Chestnut, and I actually did these in the dark mahogany, and it's beautiful. So I just used a chip brush like this and just covered the whole thing and let it dry. And now what we're going to do is I've got some old red paint right here, and I'm just going to put it in pieces, parts. I've got some old yellow paint, and I've got some turquoise Toulouse, and I'm going to just like dot it everywhere. And then we're going to come back after it dries and put a layer of white ash, and then we're going to sand it. And I'm hoping that they're going to dry quick enough. See how this is really thick? So don't throw away your old paint, because you can do some fun textury things. And that's what I'm wanting to do on this. I just want it to be very textured. And I might come back and smooth it so it's not like poking up too high. But I am just like going to dot it here and there, and hope that some of that texture will come out when we sand back our white. All right, so I'm going to leave that one right here. I got another little one here. Let's just, again, I want texture. I want it, you know, a lot of people do the sea salt, which I had it here, the salt wash. I had it, was going to use it, but since my paint is already old, I don't really have to do that. So let's do one more. I've got a square one here. Let's do this one. And where it's really going to show up is on the, where you have detail edging. That's where you would sand and it would come back. This is going to be wet, so we're going to have to use the hairdryer a little bit, I think, to get this completely dry. But all right, I'm going to leave it like that. We're going to come in now with maybe just a little bit of yellow. I love this mustard. This is Lotus, Farmhouse Paint Lotus. I think this is pretty dried out. I put this baggie over it trying to keep it from drying out more, but it didn't work. So here's an example of what not to do. So when you let your paint like get like that, your lid is not going to close, and look how hard that is. But I am going to try to dig some of that out. Let's see if it's still, actually it's very hard. I'm going to use my finger. It's very hard, but I'm going to try to do it. I'm just going to try to smear some on. This is where you could also use a like metal spatula kind of thing. And this is crazy. I know it is. You know it is. But do you really know? And this may turn out terrible. And if it does, I'll sand it down and try something else. But yeah, that's really probably supposed to go to the trash by now. But I am just going to spread this stuff on different little spots. See if we can get some of that color to peekaboo out. I want it to look like there's layers of crusty paint on these spindles. I want it very architectural looking and old looking, right? I do weird stuff, and I just play with it until, you know, I get it the way I like it. So again, this is very dried up paint, very dried up. All right, I think that's pretty good with the yellow. Crazy. It's not many people on here today. I'm missing you guys. Let me see if I can get some of this off of my hands a little bit so that I'm not getting it on the other finish. Okay, so this is what we got so far. It looks like a hot mess, right? And because this paint's kind of old already, it's going to dry really fast. I still want to put one more layer. I think I'm going to coat the whole thing in blue and then come back with maybe white. So this is actually an old can, and I can just tell by the way it sounds. Can y'all hear me? Y'all hear me okay? Okay. I think this might be messed up too, because this is probably 2-year-old paint. You only really have a year lifetime with Farmhouse Paint. This is prior to their logo change. So this is the old cans. I'm not supposed to use this, but I don't throw stuff away, and this costs money, so I'm going to use it. All right, we're going to pop this baby up, and I think I'm going to just like maybe just dry brush this real quick and see if we can get the look I'm wanting. All right. Let's see. This is turquoise Toulouse. I don't even think they make this color anymore. It's a turquoisey color. And it's going to be kind of watery, I think. Let me get a little popsicle stick here. No, actually, it's good. Actually, that's really good. Isn't that pretty? They don't have this color anymore, but there's some other colors that are similar. And this is like one of my favorite colors. If you've been to my store, you know I love turquoise. So I am just going to kind of dry brush this blue on, and then hopefully we can get it to dry real quick. This is not wet, but it was some red paint that I used. I say dry brush, but it's actually very wet. It's a pretty color. What y'all think? You like that? Turquoise Toulouse. Pretty, pretty. So I'm wanting this to look very layered and old, chippy paint. And we'll probably put some ribbon on it and make it look cute. So that's probably pretty good. I'm going to let that sit there and dry. Get this other guy. So I'm dipping it in and kind of like wiping off a lot of the excess and just trying to go in here. I'm not doing anything really fancy or trying to do too hardcore. I'm just coming in. I actually want some of the brown to pop through too. You see all this crustiness, that stuff's going to pop off and it's going to be cool. If y'all wondering what's going on, my name is Wendy. I'm with Cottage 321. We're at Venteeks today and we are making some ornaments a little bit earlier. If you want to back it up later and rewatch, we did a demo of a new paint release from Farmhouse Paint called Evolution. I'm going to be going live tomorrow from the Farmhouse Paint Facebook page. I'm also going to do it onto YouTube of the actual real demo of the paint. Get in here of the paint. And we did a sample board today. The paint is supposed to cure within 24 hours. And so the piece that I painted today, that was still wet, so it's smeared, but I don't care. I think it looks kind of cool. We're going to do a scratch test because it's supposed to be cured within 24 hours. So we're going to do a scratch test of what I painted today and do a fresh paint and demonstration of it tomorrow. And I'll just go into some more detail about the new paint line. Farmhouse Paint, the original, is not going away. We still have it. I still love it. I still use it. It's going to be more of my rustic look kind of stuff, and the Evolution paint is going to be more for your, you want it to be a little bit more solid and more modern kind of look to it. That already looks really cool like that, but we're going to let this dry and cover this up. Stick that in the water. I'm going to let that, I'm going to have to get my little hair dryer out. It's really loud and I apologize, but we are going to dry these real quick because I want to put a coat of white on it. And get this out of my way. We might go over just a little bit. I hope y'all are okay with that. I think the yellow paint's going to have to go. But let's sit these right here. I'm going to try to dry these really fast. I don't think since I dry brushed it, it should dry pretty fast. Let me find my hair dryer. I think it's over here. Yep, I see it. Give me just a second, y'all. Let's see. Y'all drop comments below of things you would like to see us do. Is there some other projects you'd like to see? What do you like? And out. I'm sorry, this is taking forever to get plugged up. And I promise I'm coming back. I just got to get this plugged up. I have like a baby protector on the thing and I can't get it out. Here we go. Alrighty, we're almost there. Alright, it's going to get loud. We're going to dry these babies real quick and then we're going to put some white ash on it and it's going to be fabulous. Some white ash and put it right here. Whew. Pour some in my container here. I'm going to start with the dry brush and then we might go to a solid and then sand back. I'm not sure. Trying to find a oh, here we go. I see it. Okay. I'm just going to use like a little chip brush. This one's actually got, it's kind of stiff, so I think it'll do good. So I'm going to go a little bit heavier with the white. And I want some of this to poke out, and then I want, see, it's already looking chippy, but when I start to sand it, it's going to look even cooler. I'm going to let that dry first, and it's going to be a really cool look, y'all. I'll come back and do the bottom later. It's hard for it to do that. So y'all can see, get some more white in here. So see where it's smearing? I kind of like that it's smearing because that red paint wasn't completely dry, but we're going to leave it just like that. I want it chippy, chippy, chippy. I want it very chippy and old looking. So, and I really want all the colors to kind of pop out. The red, the blue, the yellow, and the white's going to be the predominant. Again, I'll get that bottom later. I think I need a little bit more white. A little bit more white ash. I'm going a little bit heavier with the white. All right, I think that's pretty good. I'm going to leave that one to the side. Can you see that one? All right, let's get the little square one. I don't care if I have runs, brush strokes. I don't care. Actually, the more the better. I want it to look rough and old and crusty and layered. Like there's lots of different years and years of paint layered up on that guy. Okay. Let's see if we can get one of these dry and see what it looks like once we sand it back. Hair dryer's coming back on. So here we go. You should get a heat gun. I think it would be better and not as loud. Probably gonna be really hard to get this completely dry because I did it heavy. But I really like this big one. We'll set these two kind of to the side. While I'm gonna let this dry a little bit longer, and I'm gonna see if I can get one of these in there. I bought a little drill bit for these, thinking that I might need to, but let's see if we can get it in without it. So I want this to be, I think this would be cute as the top, so I'm just gonna try to see if I can get it down in there without pre-sanding. Kind of go in the middle. Oh yeah, it's gonna go. So just, yeah, it's going. So these are just, I got these at the hardware store. They're just little brass, little classic solid brass little rings. And I think that's pretty good. Y'all see that? Take some of this little ribbon. And honestly, like I might even put some florals on the top of that. I might have some back here. I think I got some the other day from Habitat store. Bought a ton of Christmas stuff. Ton of stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Well, this is like a little, I don't know. This might be too much. This is like a table ring or candle ring. And so this could be added at the top if we wanted to. I don't know. I think it's a bit much, but let's see if we can get this ribbon to go through there. You could add some beads and stuff to this too, or you might can get some better ribbon. This one's a little bit wide, but let's see what we can do here. Make it look a little bit cuter. Anyway, so this would hang on the tree like so. You could glue a little bit of something up there. It's still a little bit dry, but let me see if I can sand it. Oh, I'm gonna get a sanding block. This is my 220. I probably really need my thicker one that's a little more coarse, but let's just see what happens. Y'all see that? Look, it's still a little bit damp. So if I let it dry a little bit more, it will do better. When it's wet, it starts blending together. Another thing you can do is use a scraper. Where are my scrapers? So I have, even a paint scraper would work. My 5-0 would have been great. You can, yeah. Just kind of scrape across. Look at that. See the brown coming through? I like it even better because it's not going to mix the paints as much. Y'all see that? Isn't that fabulous? I love the yellow poking out. Off of here. So you can scrape. It'd be easier if I had like the little, just like a scraper. Here we go. Here's my 5-in-1. Y'all know what a 5-in-1 is? So you can open your paint with this. You can get nails out. Like you can, open the paint like that. It's a scraper. You can do something else with that. It's supposed to do 5 different things. But I'm going to take this and scrape around my details and even across the top like that. You can also use sandpaper if you like, but to me, I kind of like the scraper really gets it down and it makes it look layered. Look at that. That is fabulous. Fabulous. I get my sandpaper. I feel like the sanding starts smearing the colors, and I would rather not do that. So I am just scraping these edges. Ah, look at that. That looks so cool. And if you want to make sure, you can come back and put you a layer of a clear coat. We have Farmhouse Paint clear coat, or if it's going to be outside, you could put the raincoat. But honestly, after this cures for a little bit, you're not going to need it. Kind of love that. Looks cool. Just beating it all to heck. How cool is that? I think this guy got it a little bit better. harder you scrape, the better. It really gets down in there. I'm seeing a little bit of that turquoise to loose starting to pop through a little bit. So I'm going to play some more with this. I'm going to let them dry a little bit more and come back and sand and distress them a little bit more. And I will post a picture of these guys for y'all. We're starting to go over quite a bit, so I better quit. But let me pop the thing up so y'all can see me. Let's see, how's that? Go back to the full format. All right, I got hot. I started getting hot. This is what this is for. I can pop my hair up. But look, y'all, this is going to get even better. The more I distress it, scrape it, and sand it, I'm going to let it cure a little bit longer, dry a little bit more. So we started out with bare wood, and then we stained it with the Farmhouse Paint stain, whatever color you like. And then we just layered lots of colors. I did a red, a mustard color, which is called Lotus, a turquoise color, and then a final coat is the white ash. And I'm just going to keep going and play with it. And I'll try to post you guys a picture of all of these done once I get done with it. And then let's look at our casting real quick. So we did this today. Whoop. We did the new amazing casting. It's in this guy. Let's pop a couple of these out and see what they look like. It's really like goes fast, really cute. I did a bad job with, so I'll have to get some eraser out and cut that apart. But did any of them? I did really bad because I let it lean, but so y'all can get an idea. This is what they look like. I did this before the live, and these are paintable. I think I really want to, I'm going to try to mirror this and put some ribbon in there and do ornaments and paint them out. Oop. And the cool thing about this for ornaments is that it is not going to break when it falls. They're kind of rubbery. It's more of a resin. And I think that's it. The other thing, let me go grab my sample board and see how it dries. Let's see if we're going to need another coat on it. So introduce to you guys. Oh my gosh, it is dry and it is beautiful. Oh my goodness. So we introduced Beyond Blue Evolution Paint from Farmhouse Paint. That's the color that I got to do. I don't know if y'all can tell the color on there. Come back a little bit. This is one coat. Can y'all see? That's one coat. It looks pretty dang good, just one coat. So this is a sample board. This was a drawer front that I got really cheap for like 75 cents at the Habitat Restore store. And I'm going to make signs and stuff out of it. I'll probably put some, fill those in or whatever. But this is the first coat of Farmhouse Paint. I see a couple little streaks, so I'm probably going to put one more coat on this. It's already been an hour, so it should be cured. And then tomorrow, you guys can see, I'm going to do a scratch test. After 24 hours, Evolution Paint is supposed to be cured and ready to go. I love the finish. It's not chalky at all. It's like a satin finish. It's beautiful. I can already tell this is beautiful. So those pieces that you want a more solid coverage, you're not wanting to distress or anything like that, this is your go-to. It's going to be great, y'all. It's a new thing. I have heard, I'm sure y'all have heard of Beyond Paint. Let me lay this over here. I don't know if it's, I don't know who's doing it. I don't know which store, if it's Lowe's or it's Home Depot or whoever, but it's supposed to be like that kind of paint, except it takes 30 days for it to cure. 30 days. Who has 30 days to wait to use their kitchen? If you're painting your kitchen cabinets, you need them right then. So I'm pretty excited about this. I'm stoked. So please join me tomorrow. Go and like Farmhouse Paint Facebook page. And I'm going to be live on there tomorrow at 12:30 talking about the new Evolution Paint. I'm probably also going to be on the YouTube live with it as well. And we're going to paint some more with it. And then we're going to do a scratch test of that sample board that I just did. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your day. I appreciate you joining me. And if you can, on YouTube, give me a thumbs up, hit the little bell so you'll be notified the next time I upload a video or go live. And also, please subscribe. I'm like 5 subscribers away from 1,000. And that's just a big goal. And if I hit that, I'm going to have a big party. We're going to have some fun. And then on Facebook, just follow us, like this, comment anytime that you can talk back and forth. It helps the algorithm. It helps my stuff get seen. It helps my store. It helps me be able to hire employees and to stay in business. We appreciate you so much. Y'all have a great day, and we will see you hopefully tomorrow on Farmhouse Paint's Facebook page or on my YouTube. Otherwise, I'll see you next Wednesday at 12:30. Y'all have a great rest of your week, and I'll see ya. Bye.